Good morning, comic book fans. It is another Wednesday, the best day of the week. We hope you are all doing well today. We have good morning, Rob. We have quite a few things to go through today for you. You're with the Comic Book Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. It is a chilly 46 degrees outside. Kind of whether you want to have a hot chocolate and snuggle up with a comic book, right? So this is the perfect day for it. How we doing, Mr. Porter? So we have a large stack of comic books to get through today. We also have an update about our giveaway and about the pusher packs that I'm working on. I hope all is well. One of the things I want to remind people about is to be in the drawing each month, and you have every Wednesday you have a chance by making a comment down below after the show. People have said, well, I made a comment in the chat. No, you got to make a comment down below. Doesn't matter what you say. Put an exclamation point. Put an emoji. As you can see, I've turned yellow again. Let me see if the magic wand changes it. I got to fix this lighting. I'm constantly challenged by it. But anyway, we have a whole bunch of comic books to get through. Leave a comment after the show down below to get in our monthly drawing. And the drawing will be held, the January drawing will be held on February 5th for this wonderful Secret Identity Deluxe Edition hardcover where Clark Kent in another world becomes Superman. All right, we're going to start today with the merchandise that came in first before we get into the comic books. So there's a couple of cool things I want to show you. These are pins. They're Vampirella pins. If you're a Vampirella fan, these are pretty cool. This is one by Linsner. And this one's by Jose Gonzalez. And they're pins, and they retail at $12.99 each, and they're available at the store today. Also, we got these nifty, well, I guess they're Valentine cards that Marvel has sent us. Also, what looks like a bookmark. And they're all together on one sheet, but individually, they are Valentines that you can get at the shop today. These are kind of cool. Give it to your significant other, whoever he or she may be. Good morning, Eric. How are you today? And these are Guardian of the Galaxy Valentine Day cards. Valentine Day is coming up. You know, perfect time to get your loved one into comic books. Buy them a comic book for Valentine's Day. And we have some nifty pop vinyls of all kinds of different stuff. Here's Herbie from the Fantastic Four. Look at that. Herbie pop vinyl. And Kylo Ren, the Darth Vader wannabe. Super Skrull. I could be a Skrull. Who knows? Did I have that on my nose before? Is that a Skrull? Is that a sign of a Skrull? Or is it just the old man's got a pimple? I'm never going to grow up. I'm going to be Peter Pan forever. I'm going to have a complexion problem all my life. Yes, Skrulls are scary. Look at that. The Mole Man. Is he evil or is he good? I don't remember. I think they were misunderstood. Is that the problem? They have their own little kingdom underground. And who have we here? The Human Torch. What? That is cool looking. I like that one. My personal favorite in those today. And we have that little droid, Do or Dio or D0. He's kind of cute. Okay, well, there's the Funko Pops we got in today. A lot of fun stuff for you if you're interested in Funkos. And I'm doing everything backwards today, so we're going to give you the variants. This is a 2 per store variant for the new Guardians of the Galaxy series that's starting today. There was also a 1 per store. The other one, this was 2 per store. This one is 1 per store. This is the party sketch variant. And this gorgeous red Sonya variant, 1 in 10. And that's the variants that we have. You notice we're not seeing much independence. Well, this is wrong one. Independence. I was doing some research last night because we've seen a whole surge recently of independent comic books gaining interest by our customers, and I love to see that because we don't want Marvel and DC to dominate everything. But I was looking back at 2009 at the top 100, the top 10 comic books that were sold, and of the top 10 comic books back in 2009, we had 0 independent companies showing a comic in the top 10 in 2009. It was dominated by Marvel and DC, and in that particular year, it was dominated by DC mostly. DC of the top 10 had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the top 10 were DC's because that's when they launched their Blackest Night. If anybody remembers the Blackest Night stuff, that was really great stuff. If you jump forward to 2019, the top 10 comic books, we had 1 independent company. Some people don't think Image is independent. It's a kind of an island unto itself, but it was the only company outside of Marvel DC that made it into top 10 in 2019. That was Spawn number 300. So as much as we love to see the independents gaining some interest, and they have some amazing stories going on right now. I've turned yellow again. Some amazing stories going on right now. They still aren't they're not even coming close to dominating. Marvel and DC are still dominating, but that's the customer's preference. It's always going to be the case. The reader, the collector, is going to decide which of these companies gets their dollars. So far, Marvel and DC are still hanging in there as being the number 1 companies. Pardon me. I think all comic book YouTubers are hooked on coffee. So let's get into the new comic books and see what's coming out for today. We have Books of Magic, number 16, DC Comics. This is a interesting cover. Some people didn't like this cover, but I think it's pretty cool. It's a beautiful painted cover, and it's Superman, Batman. Superman, number 19. And of course, we have variant covers for everything now. So there's the variant cover of that. We have real nice Batgirls. If you're keeping up on what's key, there's something special in that one. And here's the Metal Men. Hey, something cool coming up in April for Metal Men. There's going to be metal animals. So they're going to be animal versions of the Metal Men. That's happening in April. That should be pretty cool. Shazam! In this issue, we get the first appearance of the new Monster Society. Constantine, Hellblazer, great stuff. And Hell Arisen. It's the Year of the Villain stuff going on. Hey, Chris, how you doing there this morning? Lex Luthor, Hell Arisen, Lex Luthor versus the Infected. Red Hood, and it's got a couple different covers. Far Sector. This has been a pretty popular book. Did you know that Bruce Wayne's ancestors were pirates? Who knew? And look at this. He has a utility belt. I guess it was just destined to be that, this is way back. This is Edmund Wayne, and this is from Batman Curse of the White Knight. And apparently he has a utility belt. Check it out. A utility belt, people. Here's the other cover. This is a gorgeous cover. I love this cover. Batman number 87. Look at that. Now that's some action. I love a good action cover. And then they got the sorry about that, the creepy other one. Who is this mysterious woman with the poisonous claws? And Detective Comics. Another beautiful cover. Look at that cover. That is Batman, if we ever saw him. The Marauders, Conan, Serpent War. And this is the other Conan Serpent War cover. It's the variant cover. It's a Virgin cover. So a bunch of snakes coming at that pilgrim there with the pistole. Fantastic Four. The Marvel X variant. I like this one. I love it when there's any Vegas kind of things. Las Vegas covers. I collect those. Amazing Spider-Man, number 38. Sam, how you doing this morning, Sam? Looking forward to meeting you in person soon. You're going to be here for MegaCon. Looking forward to meeting you. Anybody else going outside the state, visiting, coming to MegaCon? We'd love to have you stop by the store. Excalibur, 2 different covers. Captain Marvel. This is one everybody's going to want to pick up. My personal favorite, but, got Hulk on here. It's a tough one to choose from. You got Hulk on there. Oh, Captain Marvel. So 3 different covers. That's She-Hulk on the cover there. Black Panther. A couple different covers for you. Pretty chilly where you live, huh, Sam? It's 46 degrees here in Florida. It's warmer in Las Vegas. Ruins of Ravenclaw. Dracula. Dracula against Captain America. Who do you think's going to win that battle? This is the first issue of Atlantis Attacks. There was another Atlantis Attacks years ago. Crossover. I think it went through annuals. Anybody remember which annuals that went through? I cannot remember. This is Web of Venom, Good Son. This is also being touted as a key comic. And kids, this looks pretty interesting. It's a spoof of Lost Boys and of Ghostbusters covers. It's pretty neat. It's about 47. About 47 there. It's 46 here in Florida. How crazy is that? Another covers for the kids. This one, Red Sonja, Age of Chaos. There's several different covers. This one is absolutely beautiful. Gotta love that. Look at that. And we also have this one. And oops. And these. We got Ghostbusters. What are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Year 1. And that Guardians of the Galaxy relaunch. A couple different covers there. And of course, we have to have, a whole bunch of covers every single time for everything. So here's 2 more. My personal favorite. What is that character? Who's that character? What's his name? Who can tell me what his name is? Atlantis Attacks was like 14 parts. Hey, Tim, how are you doing? 14 parts in main comics and annuals. Yeah, it seemed like it went through everything. Guys, if you Tim Von Clote there, he has his own channel as well, as just like Sam does, Sam's Tangles Web. Tim is of Marvelous Adventures of T&G, which take us on adventures to all kinds of fun places, especially Disney. You should go check out their channel. Folklore. This has been a popular book. And Killock. This one I have no idea about. Triage. I don't know what it's about, but looks like it's a romance going on there. And the other cover of Triage. Once and Future, another book that's been very popular. The Visitor from Valiant Comics, number 2. Vampirella, another one that gives us a whole bunch of different covers to choose from. That's a spoof of the, the suntan lotion commercial. Turtles. Urban Legends. And, Vampironica, where in the Archie Riverdale world, they have become monsters, and she's a vampire. Archie going up against Predator again. We got Deja Thoris. There's some beautiful covers on there. Look at that Linsner cover. Look how nice that is. And of course, we have to have more. So there's another one. Riding a Dragon. Unsacred. This comic book has been very funny. It's about an angel and a devil that have fallen in love. That's a gorgeous cover there, eh? And another one. My stack is tipped over. I think we need more comic books. Absolutely. Vampire State Building. What? People trapped in the Empire State Building with a bunch of vampires? How cool is that? That sounds like it's made for a movie, right? Like Towering Inferno. Only we're stuck in the Empire State Building with vampires. Oh my gosh. You're going to be heading over to meet up with Bueller in a couple hours. Yeah, there's some really great stuff. You guys going for your comic book hunt today? American Gods, Neil Gaiman, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's Tim's. One of Tim's favorites. My Little Pony. Or as my daughter, when she was little, would say, Your Little Pony. Because I would say My Little Pony, and so she thought they were my pony. So when she knew proper grammar, so she'd say Your Little Pony. She also would say, we have a Subway chain down here. I don't know if it's still around, but it was called Miami Subs. And she would say it's Your Emmys. Can we go to Your Emmy Subs? Because she thought it was mine. Look at that. Looney Tunes and True Believers. Love these True Believers. They give us some of the very best stuff for only $1. Now that is awesome. Yeah, that's a foil cover there, my friend. A foil cover of that Power Rangers. They've been doing the foil covers every month. American Jesus. Who knew there'd be an American Jesus? I'm sure there's an American Antichrist to counter that. Don't know who that might be. Well, there's another cover because, we needed one more cover of American Jesus. Let's see here. Family Tree. People turning into trees. Oh my gosh. Well, it gives a whole new meaning to tree hugger at that point. And we got one more title for you, but there's a stack this high because it is the 750th. They play games with numbers, so it's become the 750th issue of Wonder Woman. Looks like they forgot to put anything on the cover here. That's a blank one, of course. And then we have this one where she's got the whole world on her back. And this one, she's riding on a beautiful horse, the American flag in the background, leaping through the air with her lasso of truth. And that was back in the 60s when she had all kinds of weird costumes that didn't look anything like her regular costume. You see her costume has been tossed aside, and she's got this new costume, and I think most of them were horrible. But she went back to her old costume, which is the fan favorites. Now I know this is a hefty price tag, and people have been complaining about the price tag, but everybody puts out an extra thick square bound every once in a while, and goes for the extra bucks for it. But I'll tell you what, these have been fun. These anniversary issues that DC's been putting out, and others that give us at least a triple thick book. So page per page, you're probably paying the same price. Hey, how you doing there, Rod? Just a Rican and his comics is in the house. If you haven't checked out his show yet, you should definitely go over and check out his channel. Rod and Perry and Jabroni all put out some great content for everybody. So that's all the comics we have. I want to remind everybody that if you want to be in the contest for the drawing for this month, you can do by adding a comment after the show go in. You have to wait until it allows you to go into the comments. Leave a comment, and we will include you in the drawing. And, oh, we need the magic word for the day. If you know the magic word and you come into the store, tell us the magic word. You get 30% off any trade paperback or graphic novel. And the magic, Mr. Happy, could you give us the magic word today? He's a little being shy today. Mr. Happy, there you are. The magic word is pop. And that will get you 30% off. If you know the magic word, come in with your trade paperback and graphic novel. Tell us the secret word is pop, and you'll get 30% off. A couple weeks ago, I told you I was going to be doing pusher packs, and these are going to be sold at the store and through our website, so you can buy them. But I had hoped to have them ready, but it's turning into a much bigger project than I ever imagined. But they're going to be great. You're going to love it, and they're going to be worth way more than what you're going to be paying for them as far as the comics themselves and what's going to be in there. There's going to be a lot of different stuff, a variety of things in there. But as soon as I have the information together, I will give it to you. I apologize, because I really thought I'd have it ready by now, but it's probably going to be a few weeks before I have this all together. But when I do, I'll give you all the details. These are going to be mystery packs that are going to have a one thing in common, one book for the first, I believe, 50 of them are going to have one book in common. That is a key book that everybody's going to want to own. So I think there was one more thing I was going to tell you about that's coming up. And, oh, that's what it was. We had a graphic novels. Usually we have quite a few. Every week we get at least 4 or 5 or 6 different graphic novels. This week it was very light. We only got in this one. So I'm going to have to go back and say, hey, did I miss some graphic novels in the ordering this month? Because this is the only one that came in. But it's Lucifer. If anybody needs Lucifer #2 graphic novel, that is in. And we will be doing the drawing for this month's giveaway on February the 5th. And if you leave a comment below after the show, down below, you must leave a comment in the comment section after the show, and we will enter you into a drawing for the Secret Identity hardcover deluxe edition, where in this world, Clark Kent's family thought they would be funny to name their kid Clark after the imaginary Superman comic book character. But then something strange happens to little Clark, or young Clark. So, guys, my phone is ringing because I forgot to disconnect that this morning. But I won't answer it right now. Anyway, listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to do this every week. I'll have some more stuff for you next week. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.